Welcome back to today's economic news. I'm John, and today we are diving into a topic that should raise some eyebrows and certainly fire up your passion. China has issued a stark warning over the US's plans to deliver an $11.1 billion weapons package to Taiwan. It's a move that could escalate tensions, and ultimately, the potential for conflict is only growing larger, all on the backs of taxpayer dollars. Let's not forget, my friends, these dollars could have been invested in our communities, in education, or in infrastructure. Instead, they're being funneled into a geopolitical chess match halfway around the world. Why should you care? Well, every play on this global stage directly impacts your wallet, your security, and the world your children will inherit. So buckle up, because this isn't just about Taiwan or China. It's about the future we are charting with each transaction. Before we look at today's disaster, let's remember the context. This isn't an isolated incident. It's deeply rooted in a history that's as complex as it is consequential. We are talking about the One China policy, a policy crafted back in the late 1970s by the United States. That policy skirts a very fine line, acknowledging China's claim over Taiwan, while still providing defensive arms to the island. This stems from the Chinese Civil War, when the communist forces took control of the mainland, leaving the nationalist government to retreat to Taiwan. Since then, China has viewed Taiwan as a rebellious province, opposed vehemently by the idea of Taiwanese independence. Over the decades, the U.S. relationship with Taiwan has evolved, and this includes facilitating the island's defense mechanisms, much to Beijing's chagrin. Fast forward to today, and the stakes have only soared higher. China isn't the militarily unsophisticated nation it once was. It's now a formidable superpower, flexing its muscles across the South China Sea and against Taiwan. The Taiwan Relations Act has cemented U.S. support for Taiwan, making it a pivotal piece in the complex balance of power puzzle in East Asia. But with the U.S.'s approval of this massive $11.1 billion weapons package to Taiwan, it brings with it advanced HIMARS launchers, ATACMS missiles, and self-propelled howitzers. Friends, we're talking about a package that could undeniably shift the military dynamics in the region and stoke the fires of conflict ever closer. Now, let's break this down with the hard data and see what this really means. The package itself is priced at a staggering $11.1 billion. Translate that into everyday terms, and we're looking at approximately $33 from every U.S. taxpayer, all going to fund weapons half a world away. And what do we get for that hefty price tag? A powder keg, my friends, because every weapon delivered brings us one step closer to potential military escalation. The package includes 82 HIMARS launchers, cutting-edge artillery capable of long-range precision, 420 ATACMS missiles designed to target enemies from a distance, advanced UAV systems for reconnaissance, and a series of anti-armor weapons. Let's not forget the 60 self-propelled howitzers. Every single piece of this arsenal is not just a line item on a budget. It represents an intention, a message sent on an international scale, and one which China has heard loud and clear. But what about the backlog? A hefty $20 billion in bought but not yet delivered arms to Taiwan. Friends, this backlog is nothing more than a delayed crisis waiting to happen. It's like having your credit card maxed out and waiting for the bill to come due. What does this say about our own government's competence? They can't manage deliveries, yet they plunge deeper into commitments with hefty strategic implications. And then we have the direct quotes. The Taiwan independence forces on the island seek independence through force, claimed the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson. Are they squandering hard-earned money, as they allege, to turn Taiwan into nothing less than a powder keg? Is the U.S. using Taiwan in a larger strategy to contain China in what seems like a geopolitical game of brinkmanship? It's a narrative you will hear often, one that might make sense to the policymakers. But does it really make sense to the average American, grappling with the everyday grind? Moving into the libertarian perspective, let's pull back the curtains on what these decisions really mean for us. This $11.1 billion isn't just a number, it's a harbinger of inflation, a stealthy thief coming for the savings and liberties of the common citizen. Increased government spending, particularly without direct growth, effectively steals value from our pockets. Our savings shrink while prices soar. And why? To support a military posture that doesn't confront our immediate issues. Is this government incompetence? Absolutely. It's a reprioritization that misaligns with the needs of our citizens, diverting resources away from where they might do more good, rather than address pressing domestic problems. We're busy in foreign affairs that strip away personal freedoms to inflate national security measures. This loss of liberty isn't just theoretical, it's real, sensible, and feels like a compromise we are forced into rather than a choice we consciously make. So, to sum it up in a single sentence, this colossal arms package is yet another example of our taxpayer dollars at work. For them, not us. If you're tired of footing the bill for their global gambles, if you're tired of watching your hard-earned contributions earmarked for projects that never seem to benefit you, hit subscribe. Until next time, I'm John, signing off.